Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. I have an interesting video for you today. We're going to talk about some Olight stuff today. We're going to talk about the M2R Pro Warrior and its replacement, the Warrior 3. So the M2R Pro Warrior was one of the best lights that Olight has done in the recent history. It puts out a whopping 1800 lumens with 300 meters of throw, and it's been replaced with the Warrior 3. They upped the lumen level to 2300 lumens, and the throw is the exact same. So all the good features that you had on the M2R Pro Warrior are included in this Warrior 3. I'm going to talk about this light. I'm just very excited about it. I want to say thank you to Olight right off the bat for sending this Warrior 3 out for review. Very cool. So let's take a look here. Feel free to pause your screen if you want to read any of this information. I'm going to move through this fairly quickly. There's a look at the specifications. You can see that the light has a 5-year warranty. And of course right there is the contact information for Olight. Now the packaging is pretty much the same. You can see here, thank you for being a part of the Olight family. Your support is why we do this. Enjoy. That comes from the Olight team. You can see where it talks about the insulation film. It talks about the wireless charger. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. Set that aside. We have the light itself in a holster. And we have a little box here. There's nothing left in the main box, so we'll set that aside for a second. We're going to open this secondary box here and see what's included here. So it looks like we have the MCC3 smart magnetic charger. So the red one, this will do 1 amp. It'll do 1.5 amp or 2 amp of charging. So you plug this into your USB port, whatever source of USB you got, whether it's your power generator, where it's your vehicle, wall outlet, anything like that, and it will charge the light. This will illuminate green, and then when it's charging, it'll turn red. And when charging is complete, it will turn back to green. So very cool that they include that with this light. And the next thing that we see in this box, there's nothing left in there, is the owner's manual itself for this brand new Warrior 3. I'm very excited about this light because I absolutely loved the M2R Pro Warrior. It's a fantastic light. So here we see what is included in the box, and there is some of the modes and some of the run times and distances of throw and things like that. So pretty cool. And we're going to come on up here. It talks about the battery installation, taking out the insulation film, and there is a look at the power level indicator and the brightness level indicators. Very cool. So this is very similar to the Seeker 2 Pro. Very cool that they did that on this light. So we're going to just get through this fairly quickly. And we'll come on over here. Where's the English portion here? Right here, how to operate the light. So I'm just going to slowly scroll through here. Again, if that's information you want to hang on to, pause button might be your friend. Very cool. So let's go ahead and set that aside, and let's look at the light itself. You can see that the holster is pretty much the same as what we've seen before. You got a nice plastic D-ring there, and you have a little snap release there so you can attach this to MOLLE. You also have this where you can put this on a standard belt. Okay, so very cool. Nice holster, protects the light, and you see here it has this very solid slide release buckle, which is very cool. So you're not worrying about Velcro getting dirty or something like that. You have a slide release buckle that is going to work. I like how they put the little Olight logo on there. Very cool. I can't recall if the previous generation slide release buckle said Olight there or not. So let's take a look at this Warrior 3. You're going to see some minor cosmetic changes, like the little grooves up here and the little things here. One thing I'm noticing right off the bat is the plastic or the rubber on the switch is flat. So very cool. If you look at the M2R Pro Warrior, it was a raised switch. That was nice for when you would want to find it in the dark. You could find that switch with your finger. But this is actually the same kind of feeling. I mean, you can feel that switch. And then, of course, on the left here, you have your power level indicators. And on the right, you have your battery level indicators. So the lens of the light and things like that looks very similar to the M2R Pro Warrior. The body of the light looks all identical. If you look at the tail cap switches on these lights, the M2R Pro Warrior here on the top and the Warrior 3 on the bottom, they've changed the tail cap switch. They've went with kind of an Odin style design here, which is very nice because if you're going to use that remote pressure switch, it will lock into place. So very neat. We're going to go ahead and take out the insulation film. So we'll unthread this. As you can see, the threads are nicely greased, and the tail cap switch construction looks very similar to what we've seen before. And we're going to take out that yellow insulation film right there, set that aside. You can see that this light comes with a 21700 lithium-ion rechargeable battery, operates at 5,000 milliamp hour of capacity, 3.6 volts. This is a customized cell. It's not a standard battery. It's a proprietary battery that you have to get from Olight, but it works good. I'm really enjoying the fact that they are going to this exact battery on the majority of their newer lights. So it's very cool that they're doing that. And looking inside the battery tube, you can see that there is a solid contact point down in the bottom, and it has a spring inside there. So we're going to put that down, and we are going to thread the tail cap switch over this O-ring. When it goes over that O-ring, it's going to compress against that O-ring, and that's going to create the IPX8 waterproof standard that is going to take us down to 2 meters of waterproofness. So very nice. Now this light has some changes that the M2R Pro Warrior had. They removed one of the mediums. So the M2R Pro Warrior had 2 medium settings. It had a moonlight mode, it had a low, it had a medium 1, medium 2, high turbo strobe. So what they did here is they made it moonlight mode, they made it low, medium, high, and turbo with a strobe. Now, just like the previous M2R Pro Warrior, this light is extremely simple to operate. On the left, we are going to have a series of 4 different indicators telling us our brightness level. That first indicator is going to illuminate whether we're on moonlight mode or low. The second one will illuminate when we're on medium. The third one is for high, and the fourth one is for turbo. Now, if we come over here to the right, we have 25%, 50%, 75%, and more than 75%, so all the way up to 100%. So it's very simple, and these, I really like these, that they had these on the Seeker 2 Pro. They had them on the Marauder. I just really like those indicators. So to operate the light, we're going to push and hold just like before. We're going to get to that 1 lumen moonlight mode. You can see that that first light was illuminated. This is going to give us 55 days of runtime. That is fantastic. The moonlight mode on these lights is just phenomenal. Push and hold, we're going to come up to low. You see we're still sharing that first indicator. Moonlight mode and low share that first indicator. Low is 15 lumens, and on this setting it'll last 130 hours. That's 5.41 days of runtime. Push and hold again, we're going to go straight up to 200 lumen medium mode. This is going to last for 13 hours. Push and hold again, we're going to go up to high. This is 800 lumens for 166 minutes. 166 minutes is 2.76 hours. That's a pretty significant amount of light that you're getting out of that. Then to prevent the overheating, it's going to step down to 250 lumens for an additional 39 minutes. Now, if I double press, we're going to get on up to turbo, 1, 2. We're up to 2,300 lumens. It'll stay here for 2.5 minutes, and then it drops down to high of 800 lumens for 160 minutes. That's 2.66 hours. And then again, it will step down a second time to 250 lumens and last an additional 39 minutes. Now this light does have a strobe, so if I triple press 1, 2, 3, you can see that it has a very disorienting strobe function. So it's very, very similar to the M2R Pro Warrior, with the exception of that second low got taken out. Okay, so they removed that from this one. Now when this thing is on turbo, it has a candela rating of 23,000. It puts out 300 meters of throw. It's IPX8 waterproof down to 2 meters. This means you can put this thing underwater without any problems. I'm not going to do that in the video today. You've seen that plenty of times on my channel. It's also impact resistant down to 1.5 meters. Now the length of the light from end to end is 139 millimeters or 5.47 inches. That's a little bit longer than the M2R Pro Warrior, just slightly. It's just a hair longer. The diameter of the body of the light is 1.16 inches or 29.5 millimeters, and the weight with the battery included is 176 grams or 6.21 ounces. Now, one thing I want to make note of real quick, let me turn on this M2R Pro Warrior here. If you look at the M2R, that light is more like a neutral white kind of color. The Warrior 3 here on the left, it's a cool white. I really like the difference that they made in the color of the light. I like the fact that this switch is flat. It's so much nicer. You also have dual direction pocket clip that can be changed from here to here, and that's how I would personally run it, because you're going to have a nice deep carry, just like the previous version. So it has the same pocket clip. But I really like the feel of this new switch on the Warrior 3. I think it's an improvement. Okay, right now we are looking at the moonlight mode. This is 1 lumen, and on this setting, it will last 55 days. This is a fantastic setting. I absolutely love it. It is a very effective moonlight mode. So if you're trying to reach into a pack to see something, or if you're wanting to walk around camp or looking for a splinter or looking for a wound, seeing if you sat on a cactus or anything like that, this is a fantastic setting. I absolutely love the moonlight mode that they've done on the M2R Pro Warrior as well as this Warrior 3. So let me go ahead and bump it up. This is going to be low. This is 15 lumens for 130 hours. That's 5.41 days of runtime. That is absolutely fantastic. This is medium. This is 200 lumens for 13 hours of runtime. I love the white, the cool white versus the M2R Pro Warrior. That was more of a neutral white. I love this new color. Let's go up to high. Again, high is 800 lumens for 166 minutes. That's 2.76 hours. And then it drops down to 250 lumens for an additional 39 minutes. Double press is going to get us turbo. 1, 2. Turbo, you can see it's significantly brighter. 2300 lumens for 2.5 minutes. Then it drops down to high of 800 lumens. Again, 160 minutes at 800 lumens. That's 2.66 hours. And then to prevent overheating, it steps down a second time down to 250 lumens for 39 minutes. So it is just absolutely fantastic. I really like the tight hotspot that they've produced with this light. It's a definite upgrade from the M2R Pro Warrior, which was a phenomenal light. Now let's take a look at the strobe. So triple press, 1, 2, 3. There is the strobe, and you can see the indicators. If I push and hold, the light comes back on to the last mode accessed, which in our case right here is high, because it does not remember strobe, it does not remember turbo, it remembers low, medium, high, and I believe it also remembers moonlight mode. So let's take a look and see if we can remember moonlight mode. Turn it off, turn it on, and it does. So fantastic light. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. This is just a very nice light. I want to say thank you guys for checking me out on this video today. I'm very happy with the release of the Warrior 3. please make sure that you're checking the description box down below, because there's an upcoming Halloween flash sale where you can pick this up at a discounted price. Now, normal retail price of this Warrior 3 is $119. Now, when you get that 30% off on the flash sale, it's going to drop that price down to $83.97. So that's fantastic. They also have a couple other colors that they're going to be releasing with the launch of this new light on this Halloween flash sale. They're going to offer a desert camouflage. They only made 8,000 units of that color. And they're also going to offer the orange. I just love the orange the Olight does. And the orange is also limited to 8,000 units. So with all that being said, folks, I want to say thank you once again for joining me today on this video of the release of the brand new Warrior 3 from Olight. It's fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and once again in the description box there will be a link where you can take yourself on over to Olight. That is an affiliate link and it does help me out. So if you like the work that you see on my channel, I appreciate it if you use that link. Until next time, thanks for watching. Hope you have a beautiful day. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.